In this video, we will show you how to prepare and measure an IR sample. First, you will want to put on gloves before handling the salt plate. Then, use a micro spoon to put some of your solid into a vial. Then take your methylene chloride, also known as dichloromethane, and bring it into the hood along with your solid. You will need a small amount of your solvent to dissolve your solid. You want to add just enough so that your solid dissolves. After you add your dichloromethane, dissolve your solid, and then use a clean pipette to transfer some of it to your salt plate. Give this sample a few minutes to air dry. Once it's dry, it should look like this. Then you can cap your methylene chloride and bring it back to the bench top for the next user. Take your salt plate and put it into the sample cell holder. Make sure to cap it. Then we'll go over to the computer. Open the program, hit OK. The first thing we're going to do is collect a background. To collect our background, we're going to press the second button on the window as shown here. Press that, then hit OK. We want to make sure to collect our background before we put our sample into the IR. Here we see a 1 scan run of the background. We're going to press Start Collection, and this will collect 8 scans for our background. You can see the scans being collected below. After the 8 scans have been collected, we're going to click OK. Then we're going to press the little X, hit Yes, Save, Baseline, Save, and then hit Yes. Okay, now we've saved our background for the sample. Now what we're going to do is put our sample that we're collecting into the IR. It doesn't matter which slot you use or which direction your sample is facing. It just needs to be straight. Now we're going to press the button marked Collect. We're going to run our sample and hit OK. Yes. It's going to run 1 scan. Now we want to start the collection, as shown here. So again, below it's going to show the 8 scans that we're collecting. After the 8 scans have been collected, we hit OK. OK. And then we're going to find peaks. We want to know which peaks are in our sample. So now we move the line up to the top so that it marks all of the important peaks in our spectrum, and then we hit Replace. Now that we've collected our spectrum and found our peaks, what we're going to do is hit Print so we can print our IR spectrum, and then hit OK or Yes, and then Print. Now we need to clean our salt plates. What we're going to do is get some clean paper towels and spread them out and remove the salt plate from the sample cell holder. Now we spray some ethanol onto the paper towels, and we're going to wipe our sample on the ethanol to clean the salt plates. Then we dry the salt plates on the dry part of the paper towel. When you're finished with that, get a Chem wipe and use the Chem wipe to wrap up your salt plate and put it back in the jar. Then discard your paper towels. Now we're going to show you how to prepare a liquid sample for IR. You're still going to need your sample cell holder, but now you're going to need 2 salt plates because we're going to make a sandwich. Unwrap 2 salt plates from the Chem wipes. And take your sample and use a clean pipette to pipette some of your sample in. You're going to need about 3 to 4 drops of your sample on the salt plates. Then you're going to put one salt plate over the other to make a sample sandwich. You're going to take that sandwich and put it into the sample salt holder. Once that's done, close the sample cell holder and bring it over to the computer and repeat the same steps as before. Now we're going to do cleanup. Spray some ethanol onto clean paper towels and wipe your salt plates on the ethanol. Once you've wiped them, make sure you dry them on a dry part of the paper towel. And then use Kim wipes to wrap these salt plates up for the next user. Throw away your used paper towels so that the area is clean and ready for the next user.